Hello, hello, comadres. Welcome to the new moon in Leo. How is everyone feeling? I hope we're feeling energized. I hope we're feeling full of life because that is exactly what Leo is. Leo is a celebration of life. And I hope that each and every one of you are feeling that celebration, especially for yourself. You've worked hard. Here you are ready to show the world this new version of yourself that you have been building and cultivating and slowly shedding to get to. And I want each and every one of you to bring that to consciousness right now, that celebration, at least one thing that you want to celebrate and think about as we go through this report together. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Marlene. I am sorry about that. I am your resident moon goddess, and I am here to share all of the goodies of what this new moon in Leo can bring forth for this next chapter in your life. So, as a rule of thumb, new moons are about new beginnings, right? Which when we're initiating, we're planting seeds, we're getting, ready to set forth our new goals or to maybe revamp old ones that we're really passionate about and we want to get started and get moving on. So this new moon in Leo is happening at 5 degrees at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, check that time for whatever zone you're in from wherever you're watching this. And this connection to Leo is dynamic, it's courageous, it's magnetic, it lights up the room. Leo lights up the room. Have you ever seen a Leo walk into a room and just work it? You know what I mean? And it is just something that they're so good at, and it's expansive and creative to express yourself in that way. But, like everything in life, it has its shadow side. And one of the things that Leo falls into is external validation. So, yes, they can light up the room, but they really depend on that room sometimes to approve of whatever they're saying or whatever they believe, or else it might hit them really hard in the ego. Leo struggles with the ego and struggles with that personality that they show everyone else. So, just watch for overperforming in your life and where you may be overdoing it, because you don't have to. You're enough. And what you bring forth and the light that you bring forth and whatever you want to step into is enough. And really, we're being asked to step into our power. This new moon is trining Jupiter in Aries, another fire sign. And really, all this fire, like Aries, Jupiter in Aries has been there for a while, but it needed that boost from this new moon in Leo, I feel. It needed that extra fire to get us going. Because right now we've been shedding and shedding and shedding and shedding and shedding and morphing and transforming and shedding and morphing and more of it. And it's like we are ready to kind of come out into the light, all of these new talents and gifts and the old ones that we've already had, and reinventing ourselves in a way where this energy can build our self, can help in the expansion and the evolution of self. Leo is all about self expression. And with Jupiter expanding it, things can feel really big. Okay. So I want to talk about other aspects that are happening at the same time of this new moon because things may be feeling big, but some of us may be out of words to express it or not finding a way to express it. Hearing my words right now and saying, but Marlene, how do I do that? Like, where do I even start? It feels so big that where can I like bring it in and express it or find the words? Well, what's happening is there's a grand cross, a fixed grand cross that is happening right now. And it's happening at the time of the new moon as well, adding to this energy a challenging, an internal, especially challenging kind of energy. What a grand cross is on the chart, on the astrology chart, you see kind of like this diamond shaped, um, kind of configuration. And in this case, it is happening on all the fixed signs. So we're talking about North Node in Taurus, Mercury in Leo, Saturn in Capricorn, and the South Node in Scorpio. All these signs that I just mentioned, what they have in common is that they're fixed signs. What that means is that they're absolutely great with details and with really finding the commitment and the determination to always see things through and finding that passion that they need. But also they can get stuck, or the energy can get stuck in inflexibility and not wanting to compromise. So really feeling like stuck, trapped in a way. And if they can't see a new creative way of getting themselves out of that, it may bog the energy down. And this is happening at the same time that the new moon in Leo is happening. And this energy, although it is challenging and difficult, however it is showing up for you, depending on where, these signs that I just went through are in your chart and what is aspecting that. But wherever it is that you're feeling a difficult energy at any time in your life, change the perspective and look at it as an energy that builds character. If these squares, right, this grand cross is a huge square, a fixed square. If these squares don't happen in our lives, then the energy just kind of flows. And yes, it's gentle and it's easy and it's fun and it's light, but where are we learning the lessons that build character? Where are we learning the lessons that help us in our evolution or our self or personal development? So this is an opportunity for us to see what's holding us back from expressing ourselves in our true, authentic way and thriving through whatever growth we've learned from this until now. Really taking into account what you're learning, because these lessons are impactful and they're impactful for the second half of this year. So why are they so impactful? Well, honestly, because of the struggle, like because of the pain. And I really hate to say that, but when there's struggle and pain involved, shit sticks. We get it. Because it gives us that surrender where we're like, look, we don't want to feel this way anymore. So whatever I have to do to change it, whatever needs to change, it needs to change right now. So these squares that happen are really important for our evolution. And it's important to use this energy that is happening right now for action, for connecting, for socializing, and for really coming out with your gifts. Like if there's something that you want to do, or there's something that's been brewing and it requires you to come out into the limelight a little bit and stop hiding, this is the time to do it. The universe is supporting you, and I bet you that you will find people in your life that are supporting you as well. But you can't be prideful. You can ask for help. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to steal the spotlight for you. You can share it with others and still be the king and the queen of your life. And that is what Leo reminds us. With this fixed cross that I was talking about, one of the things that I heard when I was kind of hearing about different things and this moon is, that routine and habitual actions really thrive during an aspect like this, that fixed cross that I was talking about. But remember, again, stay flexible. Allow new ideas to surface, even if they're not yours, even if it, may change the plan. Let that fire that we're feeling right now really kick things into motion, and don't put a lot of restrictions. The energy is restricted enough. Stay fluid, stay flexible, stay without judgment, shine bright, do your own thing, stay in your own lane. Who cares what other people are doing? You shine bright. You're the sun all on your own. You're a special kind of sun that no one can shine the way that you do. So allow us to see what you've transformed, you know, and find a way to get out of your own way. Work on the fear programs that are holding you back and see if you can get out of your own way. Just have fun with it. Enjoy it. Allow yourself to take pleasure in the hard work that you've put in, and all the shedding that you've put in, and all the crying that you've done, and all the loss. And you know how I know? Because the nodes, the moon, if you've been here, I'm always talking about the nodes, and if you're new around here, these are the nodes of the moon that, show us where we're going. And there has been the South Node in Scorpio that is deep, deep, painful shadow work, grief, and loss. And that's how I know that we've all been through it. It doesn't matter in what way it's manifested for each and every one of us, but each and every one of us are going through shamanic processes of death and rebirth, of heavy, heavy transformation. And with transformation always comes loss of something, whether it's an old version of yourself, a relationship, an actual job, and it's important to take all that shedding, reel it in right now, and reclaim your power. Reclaim what you've learned about your gifts, about your talent, and come out and show us. Socialize a little bit. No more hiding. It's time to come out into the sun. It's time to show us what you've got, to let us hear your views. Have your coming out party, and trust me, we're all in it together. Whether we're conscious of it, aware of it, or unaware of it, we are in it together. And it's important to think about it in that way, because, where we're about to go, it's going to feel like a quantum leap. Uranus is going to be conjuncting the North Node. And this is a huge aspect that is happening that is going to quantum leap us into another space, whether it's going to be obvious to us in the external world or not. It's going to move us quickly, suddenly, into a new space. And, Uranus is an energy that we don't even understand. It's the Godhead, and it operates on its own level. So that's why it's going to feel like quantum leaps. And that is taxing and hard on your body, on your mind. So, whatever your priorities may be, and whatever it is that you're taking action on, remember to take care of your body. We are coming into another eclipse season at the end of the year. And that's happening again in the nodes. It always happens in wherever the nodes of the moon are. In this case, again, Scorpio and Taurus. So with this whole Uranus conjunct the North Node thing, so huge awakenings, sudden insights, revelations in your dreams, things that might not make sense to you right when you see them or you experience them. But then as you begin to evolve as a person, you start to see things hopefully in why they happen to you, but like lightning, Uranus can feel literally like electricity. So I'm going to talk a lot more about that conjunction throughout the year. And, you know, but for now, I do want you to take this new moon as, like I said at the beginning, a celebration, because you deserve it. You've been courageous in different aspects of your life. We all have, because we've all dealt with some shit. And we all need that little bit of a victory run. And if you don't give it to yourself, nobody will. And if they do, great. But you know what? Give it to yourself anyways. And find something that's meaningful to you, or create something that's meaningful to you. Leo is a very, very creative sign. And it's a sign, again, about self expression. So express this victory in whatever way makes you feel good, in a playful way, in a way that expands you and inspires you and lets you come out and show us, what you've learned and how you've transformed. So have fun this new moon. And like always, I love you. I'm here for you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always showing up for yourself and for always supporting these moon reports. It's really such a pleasure to always share space with you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, big hug. And, just plug in the comments, whether you're watching this on YouTube or you're replaying it on Mighty Networks. You know, what, if there's anything you want to learn, if there's anything you want me to change. I was also thinking of doing a Uranus conjunct North Node actual report, because there's just so much that's happening with that. So if you guys want to hear a little bit more about that, leave it in the comments. Let me know. Give me your feedback. I am always open and listening to always improving this experience. So with that, I leave you with so much love. Go have fun, express yourself, do your thing. All right, loves. Take care. Mwah.